weighing 234 pounds, Rat Hitman Hart.
Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be reviewing WWE Legends of Wrestlemania for this is the PS3 version, which are also available on the Xbox 360. Basically, this is a wrestling game that lets you play as, the people you watched growing up. As you can see, in this match I was doing Bret Hart versus Yokozuna, which was the main event at WrestleMania 9. But let's just get right into it, and yeah. Alright, so if you've played other wrestling games, it's a little like that, I guess. But, well, big difference is that on this, it's very more casual. You just use the face buttons, and that's pretty much it. And there's quick time events throughout each match, which at first is kind of annoying, but it kind of actually makes the game a little more realistic, if that makes sense. This is much more a professional wrestling game than just like a fighting game, like the Smackdown vs. Raw series is. You can have actually just really good matches, like legit good, wrestling matches in this, which is a departure from, a change from the other ones. As you can see, like, the quick time events make it a lot more realistic, and I think it works really well. Something like right here, the drama, you get up, you get back up. You can only really know what I'm talking about if you play it. Everybody has finishers to do stuff. When you're doing, the story mode, I guess, you can do rewrite, relive, or redefine each moment from WrestleMania, and you have objectives that you have to meet, which is really good, and it helps you unlock stuff. There's a ton of unlockables. There's costumes. There's just a bunch of stuff, which is really fun. And if you have Smackdown vs. Raw, you can import the roster from that game to play against these guys. There's Hell in a Cell matches, there's ladder matches, submission matches, Iron Man, Royal Rumble, you name it, they got it. So yeah, it's very, very fun game to play. Okay, so as you can see, there's a live video in WWE Classic, WWE Legends of WrestleMania. Sorry the voice is off when they talk, but you can still hear it. So basically, when you go and relive stuff, you get presented with a little movie before. When you relive stuff in the relive mode of the game, and you basically just you get presented with a movie, and you so it sets up the mood, I guess, pretty much. You get to relive what happened. So right there, this is from WrestleMania 6, and it was Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan, Intercontinental title versus Heavyweight title. So you get to relive that, and you have a certain set of objectives and stuff to do that you have to do, and it could be get your do your finishing move, make somebody bleed, do something. It's very varied, which is really good. And so that pretty much is how the the story or career mode would go. I believe you can create a wrestler and stuff like that, and you could do like Legend Killer mode, I think it's called. And so yeah, there's varied stuff, but I think the coolest is just the wrestlers themselves. So there's over 30. There's newer guys like The Rock, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, The Undertaker. They have Triple H in there, but he's in there as Hunter Hearst Helmsley, which is weird. And you have older guys like Roddy Piper, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan. They have Shawn Michaels, but like 1990 Shawn Michaels, which is really cool. The entrances are really awesome. I like that they have the old sets from the old paper from the old WrestleManias, I should say. They have the old cages, so everything has a really old school feel to it. And I know some people say it's retarded how the wrestlers look, but they're supposed to look larger than life. I mean, King Kong Bundy looks like he's jacked out of his mind. The guy was pretty big, pretty fat, I should say. But the presentation's actually really good. So yeah, definitely like it. Okay, so you've seen what I think of the gameplay presentation, but is the game fun to play? It is fun. Definitely is. I like the quick time events. It makes it more realistic to me. Makes it feel more like a wrestling match. But you know, and the entrances are awesome and everything. But I don't think there's enough here to qualify it to be a good game, a great game, I should say. Especially if you're not a wrestling fan. There's not enough here for you, and I think it's just more worth a rent than a buy. There's no real career mode. There's just, you know, there's very little substance here. When you're actually in a match or whatever, it's very fun, and like I said, it has a real wrestling feel to it, but there's just not enough for it. You know, there's enough wrestlers and stuff, but just lack of modes really. Just, you know, after you unlock everything, what else is there to do? You know, a wrestling game has its life on its career mode and stuff like that, as most sports games do. So for lack of just depth, it loses some points. This game is probably a rental at best, or if you can find it for very cheap, pick it up. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Mainly just because there's not a lot to do in it. Hope you liked the review, guys, and comment and let me know what you think.